The beginning of the story. If the service is free, you are the product. Google has a big mission to organize the world's information and make it useful for everyone. Sounds noble, right? But there's one little detail to do that. They need our data. Not just search data, but our current location and travel history. Videos we watch on YouTube, emails in Gmail, including attachments, photos in Google Photos, with location data and facial recognition. Even our voices when we talk to Google Assistant. This fact makes a lot of people start to feel Google knows too much about their lives. Google might know when you wake up, where you go, and what you're thinking, even before you realize you're thinking it. Regulations and fines. Google versus the world. Since the early 2010s, countries started realizing that Google isn't just a tech company. It's an economic and political powerhouse that can influence billions of people. Some major moments. 2017 to 2019, the Uni Europa slapped 3 consecutive antitrust fines totaling over $8 billion on Google for allegedly abusing its market dominance in Android, Google Shopping, and online ads. 2021, Australia passed a law forcing Google to pay news publishers for content appearing in search results. 2023, India accused Google of forcing phone manufacturers to pre-install their apps, threatening healthy competition. 2024, California and 16 U.S. states sued Google over alleged digital advertising monopoly. Criticism from activists and former employees. It's not just the government, but digital privacy activists like the Electronic Frontier Foundation, EFF, and Privacy International often criticize Google for collecting more data than necessary. Some former Google employees even leaked that user data is often used to train highly targeted advertising systems. There are internal experiments to predict consumer behavior, like when someone might buy something or even when they might move houses. The contradiction of the motto, "Don't be evil." What makes this issue even more heated is, from the start, Google has had the motto, "Don't be evil." For some, this massive data collection feels in direct contradiction to that original spirit. If preventing evil means protecting user privacy, is collecting every detail of their lives really a good thing? User dilemma. Ironically, even though many people criticize Google, they still use it. Why? Because its services are free. It's convenient and fast. It's integrated on many devices and apps. So, Google is in a unique position. Despite being heavily criticized for privacy issues, billions of people still hand over their data every day. The question left behind. In 2025, this debate is still not over. Will Google adapt to stricter privacy regulations and limit data collection? Or will it find new ways to read our lives more subtly, without us even realizing it? The beginning of the turmoil. For most people, the Google algorithm is something invisible, quietly working behind the scenes, and rarely thought about. But for website owners, online entrepreneurs, bloggers, and content creators, the Google algorithm is the heartbeat that determines the life or death of their business. Then, in mid-2024, whispers started to circulate in SEO forums. Traffic dropped by 30% overnight. Old articles disappeared from page 1. Why are spam pages rising instead? It was like the overcast sky before a storm. Everyone felt something was about to happen. And indeed, Google was preparing a major move. June 2025 explosion, major core update. On June 3, 2025, Google announced on their official blog, "We launched the latest core update to improve the quality of search results, prioritizing useful content and reducing content created to manipulate rankings." Sounds great, right? But in the real world, the effects were like a digital earthquake. Websites that had been dominating plummeted dozens to hundreds of spots. Small businesses relying on organic traffic lost the majority of their visitors. Big media outlets weren't spared either. Some of their news articles vanished from top search results. The reason behind the changes. Google claims this update aims to eliminate AI-based spam content that has flooded the internet since the boom of ChatGPT. The problem is, the algorithm isn't perfect yet at distinguishing between high-quality articles written by humans with in-depth research, AI-generated articles that are lightly edited. As a result, a lot of original content has also been sunk, along with the spam. Real story, a victim of the update. One real example comes from a small travel blog in Texas. Before June 2025, this blog was getting 50,000 visits a month from Google search, enough to support its owner and pay a small team. Just a week after the update, that traffic plummeted to 8,000. Ad revenue dropped by 80%. The owner said, "I've written all the content myself, photographed all the images, and spent months researching. But Google thinks my blog is irrelevant. It feels like being kicked out of the market for no reason." Global impact. It's not just little blogs getting hit. Marketplaces, online stores, educational sites, and even community forums are feeling the effects. On Reddit, there's a viral thread titled, "Google just killed my business." Many are starting to look for alternatives, relying on social media for promotion, optimizing content for AI chatbots, even going back to old-school email marketing techniques. In 2025, Google still holds almost absolute power in the search market. Recent statistics show they dominate about 90% of the global market share, a figure that's hard to imagine for any industry. But numbers don't always tell the whole story. Behind this dominance, cracks are starting to appear that could turn into a huge gap in the future. New generation, new habits. Young generations, especially Gen Z and Gen Alpha, don't always start their searches on Google. Surveys show that many young people actually begin their product searches on TikTok or Instagram rather than a search engine. Their reasons? Visuals are more engaging, answers feel quicker, and it's just less complicated. Generative AI, an unforeseen challenger. Generative AIs like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and other open-source models can now answer questions in natural language, provide summaries from hundreds of sources without having to click on links, even create images, videos, or program codes just from text commands. This means the main function of Google search, finding and presenting information, is starting to be taken over. Used to be, we needed Google to find information. Now, AI can create answers on the spot. Trust issues and user fatigue. Criticism about the quality of search results isn't just coming from the tech crowd. A lot of users feel there are too many ads at the top. The search results feel forced for the sake of ad revenue. Spam and clickbait still slip through even though Google keeps updating things. When trust begins to erode, people look for alternatives. And once users try another platform and are satisfied, it's really tough to get them back. A huge opportunity or the end of an era. This is Google's dilemma in 2025. If they stick to the old search format, they risk being left behind by the new generation. If they shift too quickly to AI first, they might lose their billion-dollar ad business model. Larry Page and Sergey Brin once said that Google is a search engine that's always evolving. But this time, the evolution they face isn't just about tech changes, it's about a change in human behavior. If we draw a line from 1996 to 2025, Google's journey is like a roller coaster that starts in a small garage and then sharply climbs to the top of the tech world. The story began with a simple idea: organizing the world's information. Larry Page and Sergey Brin created PageRank, making search results more relevant than anything else at the time. From the quirky name Backrub, it transformed into Google and operated out of a garage in Menlo Park. The growth phase took off in the early 2000s. Google launched AdWords as a revenue engine. Gmail changed the way we communicate. Maps helped us find directions. Android revolutionized smartphones, and YouTube transformed the entertainment world. The modern era kicked off when Google formed Alphabet Incorporated in 2015, expanding its business into AI, cloud computing, smart home technology, and even ambitious projects like self-driving cars. Behind its success, Google also faces major challenges, from privacy criticisms, market dominance, to fierce competition in the AI space with players like OpenAI. By 2025, Google remains the leader in search with over 90% market share, but the pressure to innovate never stops. To sum it up, there are 4 keys to Google's journey. Continuous innovation, always launching new products or improving old ones. Integrated ecosystem, connecting various services under one umbrella. Strategic acquisitions, buying companies that can accelerate growth. Adaptability, transforming from a search engine into a global AI and tech company. Google is not just a tech company. It's a symbol of a small idea that grew into a global phenomenon. From a simple garage, it evolved into the second brain for billions of people around the world. What lesson can we take from this? You don't have to wait for things to be perfect to start. You don't need a big investment or a large team. All you need is to take that first step, no matter how small it is. Because that first step will open the door for the second, third, and so on, up to hundreds of steps ahead. Larry and Sergey started with old computers and messy cables. You might start with a simple laptop or even your phone. But who knows, in the future, people might be telling your story, just like we tell theirs today. So if you have an idea in your head, don't just think about it. Turn it into action. The world might be waiting for your next innovation. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tech journey and feel-good story, you can like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in my next video. Bye.